What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Chito Vera for the UFC Bantamweight title that will be taking place at UFC 299 this weekend. And I'll give you guys my full breakdown and prediction of the fight. Let's start off with the card. The card's simply incredible. UFC 299, it's clear that the UFC are trying to build Sean O'Malley into this star. Top to bottom, this fight card is literally insane. We have Petr Yan versus Song Yadong opening up the main card. That's an incredible fight. The bantamweight division is so stacked. I can't wait. Miami, it's going to be such a fun card. But getting onto the fight, Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Chito Vera. So Sean O'Malley is coming into this fight with a record of 17 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. And then, of course, Marlon Chito Vera is coming into this fight with 23 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. Sean O'Malley also has the slight reach advantage. He has a 72-inch reach. Chito Vera has the 70-inch reach. Marlon Vera is also 5'8". Sean O'Malley's 5'11". So 3-inch height advantage, 2-inch reach advantage. Sean O'Malley's clearly the longer, lengthier, taller striker in this matchup. It's just going to be such a good fight. We have Sean O'Malley, who is this almost superstar. Not quite there, but the UFC want to make him into a superstar. He's a very flashy, high-pressure striker who has a lot of KO power for the bantamweight division. Might have the most KO power in the bantamweight division, along with a guy like Chito Vera, Song Yadong, who's also on the card. And he could really prove himself tonight with avenging this loss to Chito Vera. And then on the side of Chito Vera, he is a slow pressure fighter with a ton of power, immense cardio. His chin is simply incredible. And I've said it in my previous video that this fight reminds me of like a UFC 5 or like a 2K career mode. And we're like using Chito Vera. It's like, we're Chito Vera and we fight Sean O'Malley a few years ago. He's this flashy, rainbow-looking guy who's on the come-up, and you're this guy from Ecuador who's a dog. He got here the hard way, and then you beat him, you knock him out, and then everybody seems to forget, and then years later, Sean O'Malley's the champion. The glitz and the glamour. He's got the rainbow hair. He's the big star, but everybody forgot about Chito Vera, and now he's coming up, and he's going to fight for the title, and he wants to prove that he is the best bantamweight in the world and can beat Sean O'Malley. I love this. I love this entire matchup. Chito Vera maybe doesn't really deserve this fight, but regardless, the storyline's there, and it's going to be an incredible fight. But for my official prediction, I'm going to be honest. For the past few days, I was like, okay, I'm picking Chito Vera. I think as, the fight goes into the later rounds, as he starts to chop away the leg of Sean O'Malley, he's going to find that knockout blow. However, for my official prediction, I'm going to go with Sean O'Malley by decision. I can't bet on a guy who is the worst fighter to find a knockout, and I feel like the knockout is the only way he wins this fight personally. So I will be going with Sean O'Malley by decision. He's coming off of a big win against Aljamain Sterling to get the belt, a knockout win, which is a really good performance. And then Chito Vera, he beat Pedro Munoz, yeah, but he knocked out an old Dominic Cruz. He beat Rob Font. He lost to Corey Sandhagen in dominant fashion, a 50-45, excuse me. And that's a fight where I feel like Sean O'Malley could really look at it and be like, okay, I could do this. I could pick him apart on the feet, use my volume, and then maybe go into my wrestling bag later into the fight to finish off the fight, win by points. And I do think this fight could be a little bit boring. I know a lot of people kind of know that already, or the people that follow the sport pretty well know that it could be a boring fight. However, if Chito Vera gets a knockout, wow, just wow. I don't see Sean O'Malley finding the knockout. Chito Vera has literally maybe the best chin in UFC history. He's never been knocked down. So I don't feel like Sean O'Malley is going to find a finish, but I feel like he's going to win on points. The high pressure, I feel like, is going to be huge for O'Malley. We know Chito Vera, he's kind of a slower fighter, picks his shots, tries to find the knockout blow, but I feel like against a Sean O'Malley, you gotta step on the gas. If Marlon Vera doesn't change his game plan and change his style, he will absolutely 95% chance he'll lose this fight. I feel like just the striking, the power, the volume, the footwork, it will just prevail for Sean O'Malley in this fight. However, as I said, if it gets onto the later rounds, I could see Chito Vera giving O'Malley some problems. We know he has really good low kicks. Sean O'Malley, we haven't seen him in the championship rounds. He's only been 3 rounds. We saw against Petr Yan, he was a little bit gassed in the 3rd round. Not crazy, but I feel like if Chito Vera could keep kicking low, we got into that 4th, 5th round, Sean O'Malley is not moving it as well as he'd like. He doesn't have the gas tank that he'd like. Then I feel like Chito Vera could start upping the pressure and try to find that knockout blow. Excuse me, but I just don't see it happening, man. I feel like Sean O'Malley is just too good of a striker. He's too good of a striker. I feel like he'll win those first 3-ish rounds with his volume alone. He's a fantastic counter striker. I feel like he's going to land a lot of good shots on Chito Vera. And I'd like to see Chito Vera push the pace in this fight. He's got to change his style. He has to. He has to make Sean O'Malley go on the back foot. Even though O'Malley's good on the back foot, sometimes he leaves himself open. Excuse me. I feel like Sean O'Malley's striking defense is a little bit overrated. He's been clipped a fair amount of times in his UFC career. So if Marlon Vera could push the pace, maybe draw out shots from O'Malley, that's where he could find success. But I feel like Sean O'Malley, as I said, he's going to be too good of a striker. He'll be pushing the pace. He's going to be landing those counter strikes. He'll be throwing those low kicks as well. And I think just on points, he's just going to have more of a volume. For O'Malley, I know I've kind of, said it a few times, but push the pace, use your volume, use your low kicks, counter strike, pick your shots well. Don't leave your chin open because we don't want to do that against Chito Vera. Simply just overwhelm Chito Vera in that octagon. You're clearly the better striker, and you've proved that throughout your career. Power difference, pretty similar. I don't feel like there's that big of a difference in this fight. So for O'Malley, use your pressure, use your elite striking ability, mix it up, go from the legs to the body to the head. Make Chito Vera think. Use your feints, man. Use your feints. Get Chito Vera biting on your feints, and then maybe you could even level change. Just keep mixing it up. Back Chito Vera up against the fence. Use your pressure. Use your footwork, and eventually you should be winning this fight. Get on to the 4th, 5th round. Maybe use your wrestling, and by at the end of 25 minutes, Sean O'Malley should be winning this fight, guys. Stylistically, he should be winning, and simply he's the better fighter. As much as I wanted to pick Marlon Vera, I simply couldn't. I feel like Chito has to push the pace. He's got to change his game plan. Keep throwing those leg kicks. The leg kicks will win Chito Vera this fight, I guarantee you. If he were to win this fight, it's going to be because of those low kicks. He'll drag Sean O'Malley into a little bit of a war. It'll get onto those 4th, 5th round, the championship rounds. Sean O'Malley won't have his legs. He'll be moving pretty poorly. His movement won't be there. He'll be gassed, and Chito Vera, the dog that he is, he'll just keep pushing forward, landing low kicks, and then I feel like he would, if he were to win by knockout in that 4th, 5th round. I was very close to picking Chito Vera to win by 4th or 5th knockout, but I just can't bring myself to do it. I really cannot bring myself to do it. I'm going to go with Sean O'Malley by decision. I don't see him finishing Chito Vera. Imagine if he does, though. If he does finish a Chito Vera, oh my lord, that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect for the UFC. The first time Chito Vera was even knocked down, and now he's getting finished by Sean O'Malley. That would be simply incredible for the UFC, and then they'll probably look to maybe make an Ilia Topuria fight. Maybe in Madrid, that's a massive fight. And Sean O'Malley would really, boost into stardom if he is able to finish Chito Vera. But I think he's winning this fight, and I think he's winning by somewhat of a boring decision. I feel like it's going to be somewhat of a pitter-patter fight in the first few rounds. Chito Vera is going to be a little bit slower, trying to pick his shots well. Sean O'Malley will throw the low kick a few times. Chito Vera will throw the low kick a few times. Sean O'Malley, moves, trying to counter-strike. Maybe he's a little bit flashy, doing a few things. Chito Vera's kind of just there, getting hit, but he's still there. And Sean O'Malley's going to continue to overwhelm him as the fight goes on. Bit of a shorter prediction. I feel like the fight's kind of easy to talk about. There's not too much going on. It's kind of on one side, does Sean O'Malley survive the 5 rounds? Does he overwhelm Chito Vera with volume? And then on the other side, do we have Chito Vera finishing Sean O'Malley? Does he break the legs? Does he find a finish in the later rounds? I feel like it's that simple, but I have to pick O'Malley. He's simply the better fighter. better striker, because this will probably be a striking matchup. I know Chito Vera has 10 submissions in his career. I don't see him submitting Sean O'Malley. If anyone were to go to the ground, I feel like it would be a Sean O'Malley. We saw Corey Sandhagen do it, so why can't Sean O'Malley? I feel like he's an underrated wrestler to an extent. So yeah, Sean O'Malley by decision. Let me know what you guys think. My full card predictions for the main card will be out tomorrow. Let me know what you think. I'm excited for this card, man. I'm really excited. Follow, or not follow for more. I'm not on TikTok. Let me know what you think. Subscribe for more. Let's go.